seem to be very passionate about this. I like that, so let's go with it.
All right.
Let's run with it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Unframe Mind.
Hey, what's going on? So, does it ever seem like...
I wasn't done with my intro.
Oh, intro away,
no,
man.
No, it's fine
Intro
now.
away, my
Start.
All right, let's do it again.
Welcome back to Unframe Mind, a place where you can feel butthurt, but still have your voices heard. Come, share with us.
So, does it ever feel like your candidate is like the next coming of Jesus, and the other guy is the devil reincarnate? We'll never fear, because the other side feels the same way.
No.
So, yeah, this is what I've been doing. I've been listening to... I've been trying to get a wide variety of different viewpoints. So I've been listening to a number of different podcasts that are on the left, some that are on the right, and some that are in between, libertarian, independent, anarchist.
A little centrist.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of different angles and viewpoints here. Now, when I listen to the left and I listen to the right, while they both have pretty good points, for the most part, they're not all that dissimilar. And I'm hearing very similar sentence structures, like, if my candidate would have done that, the media would have gone crazy.
Crazy.
Which is funny because they're both saying it. Like, they both swear the media is on the other guy's side.
Which let me pull this up right here, is which exactly what I've seen in majority of the comment sections when it comes to stuff like this. So, an individual put, this is just metaphorical. The news says Trump actually murdered a child. Trump supporters. He had a valid reason. The kid was illegal. The news said Hillary Clinton stepped on a bug. Trump supporters. Murderer. That bug served in the Marines. Okay, so that was just a little excerpt of what people actually saying to each other. And of course, this person probably supports Hillary.
Yeah, you hear it on the shows, on the podcast. You hear it on the mainstream media. You hear it in the comments section. People I talk to at work, they say the same things. It's amazing.
The only difference is Hillary actually got people killed.
Well,
I think they didn't.
This particular episode, I'm not really interested in the finer details. I'm interested in the idea that both sides are kind of not even realizing they're both the same, being pitted against each other.
That's where you're wrong.
And divided against each other.
That's where you're wrong. Both sides know that they're exactly the same.
You think so?
Yes. Because, I mean... X-Files time. Conspiracy theorists. It doesn't matter if it's Democrat or Republican, anarchist, independent. It doesn't matter who steps foot in there as president. It's all controlled by people behind them. As
no such thing
people
as
would coin,
president.
I know,
just
deep state.
So we're clear.
The deep state people rarely ever change.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, wait. Back up. How come there can't be an anarchist president?
It's oxymoronic.
Doesn't matter.
It's a self-detonating phrase.
It could happen, though.
Anarchist president.
Hey, to win the game, you got to play the game.
No.
So he can go in as president and be like, look, I'm taking rid of all this stuff. Shut it down now.
And on his way out, he takes off his own belt of power and drops it on the floor.
Yes. That wouldn't happen. Dictatorship now. You all listen to me. Okay, anyway. But red and blue, black and white, it's all the same. It doesn't matter what end of the spectrum that you're going to vote for. If you're Trump, if you're Hillary, if you're Obama or Romney, these people only differ on small, superficial issues, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's where they attack. That's why we see things like the debates the other day, where they're sitting there, they're bringing up all these softball issues, things that people really don't care about. Yeah. The birtherism. Who gives a fuck about the birtherism? Like, nobody cares.
Donald Trump's freaking taxes.
Yeah,
but
nobody cares.
They brought up the taxes, but they never brought up the emails or Benghazi.
Right. As if somebody's going to sit there. As if somebody's going to sit there and look over that tax code and go, well, on page 490 here it says you did. I'm going to vote for Hillary.
Oh my God! Oh my God! You're sure.
I can't. I just can't.
Not only did you dodge the draft, but you dodged your taxes too.
I just can't. I just can't. So I also hear that the opposition is unfit to be president. You hear it from both sides.
But majority of the thinkers in the country know that both of these people are unfit to be president. Well, even though people say Hillary's got 30 years of experience. She has 30 years of experience, and what the hell has she done?
And Donald Trump says, "Yeah, bad experience."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, nobody's fit to be the president of the United States. There's nobody that is going to be able to stand there at the top of the fucking
anarchist.
mound. I mean, it's an inconceivably difficult and impossible job for somebody to be able to sit at the top of the mound and go, I know how all of you guys should be able to run your life. I know every little intricate detail of everybody's intricate lives and how everything's going to work out, and I know all the results of the consequences of my actions and my decisions and that thing.
I need you to step out of
nobody that can do that. You name me one person that would be fit to be president.
Bill Murray.
Oh, well, okay. So, with the exception of Bill Murray.
Basically nobody. But you need to step out of your utopian dream world. Because it's not about how you live your life. It's about how I, as president, want you to live your life. Who am I going to get the most votes from 4 years from now when I have to go back again?
Yeah,
and run again.
There it is. I mean, most folks in general agree on most things. When we're talking about just the basic principles of Western culture, about the freedom of speech, and just things like that, most folks pretty much agree. Okay, well, unless somebody disagrees with you.
No, just because if most folks agreed, we wouldn't have permits to protest in public places. You have to go to your city. Oh, yeah, you guys want to hold a little rally, we'll designate a small little area away from majority of our populace so they don't hear your voice, and you have to get a permit from us for it.
That's fantastic. I'm not talking about the government. I'm talking about the people in general. So this is another thing that I keep hearing. Well, if my candidate or if the other candidate gets a hold of the nuclear codes, we're all gonna die. I've been hearing that from both sides equally.
Okay, so anyways, Hillary's going to either delete them or she's going to lose them. Donald Trump's going to be triggered and be like, that's it.
That's what everybody's being told. And in reality, quite honestly, I don't think either one of them is going to blow us up or we're going to go into a third world war over it. Even though everybody's like, yeah, he's going to do that. Or she's going to do that. I just don't. I mean, there's a higher likelihood of one versus the other, in my opinion, but that's not really what people on the left or the right think independently. They don't.
But they want the others to think that way, though, so they'll come to their side.
They're convinced that the other guys are the enemy. Let's keep voting for this. Let's keep participating in this system that keeps dividing us against each other.
And that literally is going nowhere.
And it's getting just slowly but surely getting worse. I just don't see it happening, but it blows my mind because I'm listening, and then this is here's the big thing that I did notice that both sides say. The big thing. I will listen to an entire hour-long panel discussion on a podcast where they are shit talking the hell out of the opponent. Whether it's Hillary or whether it's Trump, they're shit talking the whole time. And at the end, in closing, they're always like, I just wish we could all just be able to have conversations like this and be able to talk to one another, and everything would be much better.
Even though you're just, I'm covered up to my neck in mud from all the amount of it you've been slinging at me.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't even occur to them that you guys have literally just spent an hour, tearing apart somebody, not trying to make actual arguments. It's like, come on. You got to recognize that as a complete 180 in your
that's the
philosophy.
Basis for it. I believe that we've turned into a much more cynical society to where it's better to, we have to guard our emotions. So we have to make fun of other people and attack those people. So nobody actually, we can build up this wall and make ourselves stronger because of it, because our emotions are so delicate. But in the reality of the matter, if we would actually just sit there and talk it out like civilized people, we wouldn't have that many issues in this country. But once again, like we presented before, the expediency of the moment. It's all about emotions. Screw your logic. It's what I feel here, not what's right up here.
Yeah, so. Yeah. And the fact that it was once public knowledge that conversations in the public discourse that if you had a debate, the first person to lose their cool,
Lost.
done. You're done. That's it. You lost.
Now it's just
Because
whoever
we're
has
no
the better
longer
burn.
because we're no longer having a discussion. Now we've moved into an emotional realm where you're not going to be able to think clearly, and we're not going to be able to move any kind of conversation forward.
Because as soon as you attack somebody, they draw themselves back, put up that wall. No matter what type
Right.
of facts or logic that is 100%, which will never happen, coherent and perfect, is never to reach that person because you already attacked them.
Right. Exactly right.
That's why Trump and Hillary are never going to agree on anything. We both like vanilla ice cream? Well, I'm going to tell you why me liking vanilla ice cream is better than yours.
What?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I like vanilla ice cream way better than you like vanilla ice cream.
No, you don't. I'm going to tell you what I do with my vanilla ice cream.
What do you do with your vanilla ice cream? I don't care.
It's not
because
for this
I'm going
show.
to tell you what I do with my vanilla ice cream.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. They could wholeheartedly 100% agree on a subject. But you're wrong for agreeing on it, but I'm right for agreeing on it. Even though we don't disagree. We don't even agree to disagree.
I can't even argue with that. I can't even argue with that. So that's why we come to you guys and we want to have that discussion with you. We want to have the ability to have the conversation without getting all angry and pissed off and bent out of shape.
Yeah.
You know, we actually had our first an actual racist, comment on a video the other day.
Do you want me to bring the comment up?
You know, matter of fact, let's do it. Let's publicly shame this guy. I don't give a shit.
I'm not going to give him a name. I'm not going to give their name. But,
Well, I'm sure you don't have to give a name, but all you got to do is go to the Colin Kaepernick video that we just put up a few weeks ago, and you can read it for yourself and track that one down if interested.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me bring it up.
I thought it was amazing because I've actually that video produced a little bit of actual conversation, and we had a little back and forth with some folks and everything, and then we had one particular fellow that came in as the it was so thick with racist rhetoric that you had to just imagine, like he had to have been trolling. He had to have been trolling. I don't even know.
I think he was trolling too. Okay.
So
Warning?
What do you say?
Warning. Racial comments inbound. And yes, okay. So, whoever this person is, I'm not going to give their name because I'm not going to be that much of an a-hole. But, once again, disclaimer. You might not want to hear this.
It's pretty rough. If you got kids in the car,
Yes.
why are you watching YouTube videos in the car, first of all?
Well, they got Wi-Fi, you know, in like a lot of Chevy vehicles now. So I mean,
while you're driving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you say?
This thankless fucking nigger, Colin Kaepernick, needs to be lynched from a tree like a Mississippi wind chime. He is nothing but a worthless shitskin. Do you know how to keep this asshole from going out during an NFL game? Keep pouring gasoline over him. Burn his useless fucking coontard. Coontard. Okay.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Wow.
And Daniel made it known, and he said, and let this viewer be an example of who this show is not for. Because that is not an argument.
Yeah, clearly not an argument. Although he was very eloquent. He knows how to knock them punches.
Drive
in.
it wrong.
Yeah. He's very emotional. Probably very angry with his life. Probably can't talk to people in public because
You know where to get murdered soon, right? He's gonna watch this video, or she, and needs to find out where we live.
Come find me. You know, I don't.
Next week, I come to you with Unframe of Mind with just me.